Hi, it's Terry from No Crumbs Left, and I'm really happy to be sharing this for you today. It's especially great for those enjoying seafood or observing Lent. Let's go. So here's some of what goes into it. Some beautiful greens, green beans, cucumbers, tomatoes, marinated onions, salmon, and most importantly, sweet potatoes. Let's make a simple vinaigrette. There's twice as much olive oil as there is lemon juice. Salt, pepper, chives, fresh garlic, and a bit of Dijon mustard. Let's start by putting the lemon in the bowl. And you got two choices. You can do it in Vitamix, you can do it in an immersion blender. Because this is real olive oil and I'm not using extra light, not that the other one isn't real, you need to just mix slowly. I'm gonna add a little bit of mustard. I only like a little bit. And I'm gonna add some garlic. And of course, we have the exact recipe, so you can just follow that. And some salt and pepper. And then I like to finish with the chives. And then just stir in the chives. And I love having just a little dressing like this and sticking it in the fridge. And it's so sort of lovely with any kind of green. So you start with a Japanese sweet potato. If you can get these, they're drier, less sweet, absolutely fantastic. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice this up, and I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways to do that. So I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways to do this. You can use a knife to cut it really thin, but I can show you something we can do that even cut it much thinner. I love this little slicer, and it is kind of unbelievable for Whole30 or gluten-free eating. Let me show you. I love it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some coconut oil here in the pan, get it hot but not smoking. And what I wanna say is this is food with no breaks. So it may be perfect for a Good Friday, but I wouldn't say it's an everyday. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop these in. And I'm gonna cook about 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip them in the middle. They're gonna be really good. With these, you really have to watch it, okay? Because you're gonna know when they're done, and you gotta stand here and do nothing else but this. And really, they're done about 2 minutes. So when they're done, you start to just pull them off. I'm not even adding more coconut oil, and this is the beautiful thing. The coconut oil doesn't really stick to it. They come out very dry, and so it's not absorbing the oil. And I'm gonna set my timer, but at about a minute, I'm gonna start to look. To pull these off. And this week, I've given you some things that are really easy, like Whole30 mayo, and then I've given you some things that are a little bit harder, like making an aioli or making something like this. And that's what's fun, is you've got to build on your skills as a cook. So I got, these are cut like 3 ounces, like they're just sort of a nice fish finger almost, and let's salt and pepper them up, and then let's get them searing on the stove. You can do everything sort of in advance, just do this last minute. So these are small pieces. They're just like 3 ounces, and I'm gonna just do 1.5 minutes aside, because it's nice and hot, and it's gonna get seared, and it'll be a little pink on the side, but you can cook yours longer if you like. So at about 1.5 minutes, what I wanna do is flip it over. That piece doesn't look fabulous, but I can definitely do something about that. Oh, these are perfect, and I'm just gonna pull them off. I've shocked the green beans, which means I've put them in boiling water, gotten them nice and green and done, and then look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them in freezing cold water, and let's get them to stop cooking. So I've got my blanched green beans, and they're just cooked enough, and we'll put a little vinaigrette on them. And then let's add some beautiful spring greens. It gives us a little bit of hope, doesn't it? So I've got my sweet potato crisps here. And, well, I pretty much have to hide these from myself. By the way, I am on day like 53 of Whole30. So fill in with what you have. I found some really nice Persian cucumbers, and I'm gonna put some nice olives here. But, you know, go to the grocery store and see what you find that you're gonna be excited about, or you know your family's gonna like. This is beautiful. I'm gonna put the tomatoes, and then we're gonna dress everything with a bit of the marinated onion oil. We're gonna use the vinaigrette, but I like to have more than one dressing and mix them. So I'm gonna do that for the tomatoes, and I'm gonna do that for the cucumbers, and I'm gonna do it for the green beans. And you know, I can't do a no crumbs left salad without having the marinated onion. And then I'm gonna tuck in the vinaigrette, and I used also some of my Green Goddess dressing from the other day, which is gonna be great. Finished product. We cannot wait to dig in, and I'm hoping some of you are gonna be enjoying these on Fridays.